Amy, let me tell you about a magical place that is so exactly designed to be enclosed space, year-round fun for the whole family that I bet you already know what I'm going to say before I even say the name. Let's say it together on three. 1, 2, 3. Great Wolf Lodge. You got it, Amy.
My kids loved Great Wolf Lodge when we went. You probably already know that it has a huge indoor water park with a wave pool, lazy river, a bunch of massive water slides. But then your pack can hit the other attractions because, wait, there's more.
Great Wolf Lodge has adventure-packed attractions like Magi Quest, a live-action game kids can play throughout the lodge, plus the Northern Lights Arcade. Spent some quality time there, so your kid who loves the lazy river and your kid who loves fantasy games will both have a great time.
Great Wolf Lodge also offers great dining options and complimentary daily events like nightly dance parties, all under one roof. Unpack the car once and you're settled in to have fun. And with 22 lodges across the country, you're always a short drive away from adventure.
We've both had such great times at Great Wolf Lodge, so bring your pack together at a lodge near you. Learn more at greatwolf.com and strengthen the pack.
Welcome to Ask Amy from What Fresh Hell Laughing in the Face of Motherhood, solving your parenting dilemmas one question at a time. This week's question comes from Sarah, who emailed to say, my 22-month-old daughter is an infrequent pooper. She regularly goes 3 to 5 days between BMs, but recently she started holding it. She's been sitting on the potty to pee for the last month or two, and she loves it, but sometimes she'll jump up and say, uh-oh, when she feels something else happening, and this means that when she does finally go, it's a lot. She had a little bit of diarrhea a few months ago and got a rash, so maybe she's remembering that and that it hurt. We praise her whether she poops in the potty or in her diaper, but she gets distraught when she goes in her diaper. Sometimes she just holds on to us and cries. The few times she's gone in the potty, she seems less upset, but you can tell she doesn't like going. We don't think this is a constipation issue, and I'm immensely anxious about this. I worry that my anxiety is rubbing off on her. I'm constantly keeping track of the last time she went and wondering whether she needs prunes to help her go. These things have helped in the past, but I know they're not addressing the issue of her not wanting to go. How can we help her feel better about pooping without making it too big of a deal? We talk about how everybody poops and that it's okay to go, but I'm not sure that's helping. I keep trying to tell myself that this is a phase she'll grow out of, but it's hard to see past the worry of whether she's going to go when you're in the middle of it. Thanks for any advice you may have. Sarah, you're right. This is a phase. It's clearly one she needs a little help with since it's distressing her. So it's not a phase like throwing food on the floor that you can just kind of ignore. And your overall instinct is also right that I think you need to make this less of a big deal. Toddlers are interested in control. And if she can control something from not happening and it's a big deal in your house, even if it's painful and unpleasant, that's still kind of interesting to her. So we need to dial it way back. 22 months is young for potty training. Some kids are ready at that age and some kids really aren't. So I think you want to be working on the notion of potty training, the sitting more than the outcome. I would reward her and applaud her for sitting on the potty while you read her stories. The best time to sit, sort of optimal productivity-wise, is about half an hour after a meal. But I just want to underline that, yes, diapers are still fine at this age. I had a child who was quite a bit older than 22 months who would put on their own pull-up when they needed to go and go hide behind the couch. And I knew that intensity meant I had to back way off. Getting your daughter to go without anxiety is what really matters here. And I also wanted to say that there's a gap between her being able to go number 1 on the potty, but not doing number 2 so well. That is also very common, not something to worry about. I mean, think about it. One is easy, one is hard, one takes 10 seconds, and the other one can take a while, and yes, is uncomfortable for her. And yes, you're also right that one painful memory or experience with going can cause toddlers to associate pooping with pain, and then, it all kind of feeds upon itself. It does need to be addressed because even the diarrhea can be something called encopresis, which is actually a symptom of extreme constipation. I know that sounds paradoxical, but it can happen. So do mention that to the pediatrician as well when you see the doctor about this. So you need to pull way back on pooping on the potty if that frightens her. What's interesting is you say you're not exactly sure what she prefers, that she's also crying when she goes in her diaper and kind of clinging to you. It sounds like you're trying to make sure she knows that her going in a diaper is fine with you. It's not a no-no, it's a failure. She needs to go and you're glad she feels better. But do make sure that's coming across, that you're happy that she's going and feeling better. And like I said, make sure you're praising her for times sitting on the potty, which doesn't have to be forever and certainly not until something happens, right? Like let her sit for 5 minutes, read her a story, then she gets up, oh, you did a great job, and detach a little more from the outcome. Let her sit with her clothes on if that's what needs to happen. Let her sit with her diaper on and poop sitting on the potty wearing a diaper. That was also a way station that we had with my reluctant pooper between going in the diaper and going on the potty. The main takeaway for you is, yes, you need to do a big reset. Go back to diapers overall if that needs to happen. Give her praise just for the act of sitting. I'd keep giving her the prunes. Prunes are fine. Don't tell her that she needs to take them because she's constipated. Just make them something delicious that she has. Those were called giant raisins in my house, by the way, if you need help selling those. Half an hour after a meal, that's the sort of optimal time to give it a try. Make sure your daughter's feet can comfortably touch the floor. If she's sitting on a regular sized toilet and sort of dangling, that can be part of the problem with going. You want to get it to happen regularly and without pain. You're going to reset that connection, then worry about where it's happening. There's a list of books about pooping that I found from a site called kindercare.com. I never used this list, but it does have most of the classic storybooks that we use to help our reluctant pooper feel more comfortable about the entire topic. This will improve, Sarah. This will get better. And as you said, let's dial down the intensity, the anxiety, the opportunity for control on your toddler's part, and just let her know that sitting on the potty is fun and going to the bathroom, however she needs to make it happen, will make her feel better. Send us your parenting questions and we might answer yours next. Email us questions@whatfreshhellpodcast.com. Thanks for listening.
Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why customers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.